I haven't had a vlog for a while, so I thought I'd do one. Check this out, look what my mum's done. Let's have some nice comments for Simon's mum in the comments, please. Look at that, my own knitted Powerful UK jersey. She knows how I like a bit of fine knitwear. Anyway, enough of that. Let's have a walk through, go to the workshop, and we're gonna have a chit chat about stuff. We're gonna talk about the new Jaguar release. We're gonna talk about, well, surely there should be some new Land Rover releases. We're going to have a look at some of our new products. We're going to talk about a new pickup truck we're going to see this week, the Maxus EV 4x4. We're going to talk a bit about that. But at the end of the video, we'll do all our new stuff. We'll look at screen upgrades on the Defender and some other bits. But come and walk through. We haven't had a walk through for a while. So it's Friday afternoon here. We just got all the orders packed up. We got the Christmas decorations up. We're doing some goods in. Here's the conveyor where the products come down. Here's our packing area. Here's Kate. Number one, are you number one? You're number one, Kate, aren't you? Right, and there's all the products going out. Can't show anyone's names. Going all over the world. That's where all the goods come in. We've got packing materials going in. We've got more going out there. Right, let's go into the workshop. He's busy in the workshop. We'll go there later. Right, so we're sat at my desk. Don't look at the mess. Don't look at the mess. Right, so Jaguar have done a release of their new car, but it's not really their new car. It's a concept design. It's a bit odd really because it's 2 years away from launching, and as I understand it, when they launch, they're not even going to launch the 2-door sporty one that's in the concept. They're going to launch the 4-door Grand Tourer and then the 2-door. Now, they've given the Chinese a bit of a head start really, so place your bets. Who's going to get the new looking concept Jaguar out first for sale? Jaguar or the Chinese? Who knows? But they do move fast, the Chinese. And 2 years is a long time. Is that the earliest release of a vehicle ever? Releasing it 2 years before? I know concept cars and prototypes and that, but seems a bit odd. And how are you going to make any money as a company when you've got nothing to sell for 2 years? It's a bit odd. Also, I think there's a bit of a design flaw in there. Sorry, Jerry. I think there's a bit of a design flaw in the new car. So here we go, a picture. I'll put it up on the screen. But if you look at the wheels, actually zoom in here. This wheel has got to go up and down. Presumably the car's got suspension. And normally you can't have it tucking in like this because the wheel's got to go in. I don't quite know how that works. I think that's over-styled. Anyway, let me know your comments. Am I talking rubbish? But it doesn't look quite right to me. And I've looked sideways on, and the wheels are in the wing, so it's not like it's going to go inside it. So, and it occurred to me, so they're making this big fanfare, and that's all good, and they've all had a good week in Miami. We could have done with a week in Miami, couldn't we, Kate? Yeah. Yeah. And that's all cool, but surely there should be a new Discovery 6 coming out soon. Are they just gonna like tease us with a Jaguar and then surprise us with a Discovery 6? And also the Defender's been out 5 years now, and that's due a facelift. I know we've got the Octa, which is a little bit wider, but I think there will actually be more real things coming sooner, but Land Rover aren't telling us, not telling me, not telling any of us about it. So keep an eye out for that. So I think there'll be new Land Rover stuff way before the Jaguar release. So we talked a bit there about the Chinese copying stuff, and they are inspired, and a lot of design is copied or inspired by other designs. That's why we have trends and stuff. So whether it's fashion or house design or whatever. So I think that will inspire some people across the world, the new Jaguar. But this week we have the new, arrived in the UK, we have the new Maxus. So Maxus used to be LDV and it got bought by the Chinese, and they have been quietly working away. They're actually part of SAIC, Shanghai Automotive International Company or something like that. They also own MG. So Maxus are a big car maker, the biggest car maker in China, and they are making the new Maxus 4x4 pickup. So it's going to be a full electric. So think Rivian R1T, think Cybertruck, but it looks more like the Rivian than it does the Cybertruck. And they've got it through UK regulations, and we are going to get our hands on one of those this week, hopefully. So keep watching and we'll have a look at that. I'm quite excited about that. I think that's the first fully electric pickup truck in the UK. And I think it's got air suspension. It's way cool. So we need to have a look at that. Oops, nearly forgot. I'm just checking my notes. I've written some notes for once. Ineos. So Ineos have this week announced they have restarted production. So they've been on a 3-month stop because of supply problems they alluded to. Everyone's guessing it's the Recaro seats, because Recaro seats went bankrupt, went into administration. They've actually been bought by an Italian company this week, and so they are getting up and going again. And maybe that's why the production has started. But we just had a quick look at the Ineos sales figures, and the Ineos figures for the first half of 2024, the first half of this year, are not good. It was only 261 vehicles across the whole Grenadier Quartermaster range in the UK, according to the figures. On how many are there left, I'll put the link below, and I'll put the sort of screenshot of the data that I had to hand. So that's not many, but they've started again. So those of you who want in an Ineos and are waiting for one, they should be coming. Right, now let's get to the workshop. The workshop's free. We're back in the workshop. So we have launched this week the 90 molly rail system. So rather than having that plastic trim, we've got this 90 molly rail. Some comments, they're selling well. Some people have commented they'd like black bolts. So I'll have a look. They're always tricky to get black. Obviously it's stainless steel and you have to colour it. But we've got those up for sale. Right, we've also been redesigned. So we do have a molly plate for the 90. I'll put a picture on the screen. And that obviously can fix into this utility rail super easy. And we've had requests for doing it in the pure grid. So we do it with like a configurable, different patterns to try to make it more exciting. But some people have said, just give us the grid one. So we've got those. I'll put a picture on the screen of the CAD data. We will get those come in. They're on order. They're made in the UK, powder coated, not 5 miles from here. So we'll get those in stock in the next week or two. Will we get them before Christmas? We don't know. We'll try to. Right, we have been playing with tow bars a bit. We're still getting a lot of people who have damaged tow bars and asking us if we can do something or do more videos. So we will have a look at that, and thank you to the person who sent us those. It was appreciated. We will try and do some stuff. Now, we have been playing with the screen upgrade. So we have got the video done of the 13-inch screen. So this is actually the 11-inch screen. I'll show you the bits and pieces on that. The only thing I'm struggling with at the moment is the software. But here's a weird thing. So if you're doing the screen upgrade, we did the video. I changed the CCF to the 11-inch for the 11-inch screen, and it all worked. But then someone pointed out to me that it doesn't all work. And we go into the weight sensing. It didn't show the car graphic. It just had the lines. But now look, I've got the car graphics. So if I will add this. So if you've done the 11-inch screen upgrade and you've lost your graphics, just go with the settings in the CCF and change it to the 13-inch screen, and it all works. So I might not have done the 13-inch screen yet, but at least I've improved the 11.4 screen upgrade. Right, let's just have a quick look at the brackets. I've jumped into the Stig actually, so I could show it you. I've got it all ripped apart. So this is what we've got. So this is the first part of the screen conversion. So this is a 10-inch screen car. So you need to change no plastics, put that in, and then there's 2 brackets you fit on the back, and they've got like these little sort of grips here, and they go into these keyhole bits, and it's as simple as putting that on and slotting that down. So that's now the super 13-inch screen. I've just got to get the software hacked. Once I got the software hacked, we're all good to go. Right, so now we're in the Stig. Let's have a look at some of the bits we've done new on the Stig. One thing you've seen before, and we're nearly ready for a beta trial. So we are asking customers to write in if they want to be on the beta trial for this. But this is our new controller. So it takes the power over there from the power. It comes across here, and it's got 4 relay controlled outputs here. It's got a special holder. It clamps in here. And what this is going to control, it can control anything, but it looks at the CAN bus signals. It takes the CAN bus off the radar bus, which is here. There's a connector that connects on here. It runs up here. And then we're using that to power the light bar on the top. So this now can do, it can change the mode Depending if you're in off-road mode, mud and ruts, it will come on all the time. If you're in the standard comfort mode, it'll only come on when you reach 30 miles an hour. We've also decoded the matrix headlights, so only when all 8 segments of the matrix are illuminated, so it's on full main beam, will the main beam come on. And I think we're the first to have done that. I don't think there's anyone else out there that's decoded the matrix lights. So we're just doing trials on that now. We need to drive it a bit more at night. We need to do a few things with the delay. So when you flash someone to let them out, we don't want the light bar going on. So we said wait for 3 seconds. So main beam has to be on for 3 seconds, but that was a bit slow. So we're trying to tweak that. Right, well, so we did have a visit from Allmakes. And they have supplied us, we trial fitted actually for it. They wanted us to trial fit it. This is their new snorkel. They're having some options with the design. It can take air in from the front, but they think it's probably safer taking air in from the back. Because there's always a dilemma with snorkels. Do you want the ram force air going in the front, or is there a risk, depending on what climate you're at, that is going to take with it snow and water, which might block your air filter? Whereas at the back here, you're not going to get any of that sort of snow and stuff. So what's your take on which way a snorkel should go? Are you a fronty or a backy? Let us know in the comments. Right, what else have we done on here? We have been doing, the Allmakes rear ladder. So Allmakes have made a rear ladder. We trial fitted it because they've got their own version of the roof rack on it. Now, the Allmakes ladder can be modified. I had to modify the top bracket. So the guys at Allmakes are modifying the top bracket so it can work with the Expedition roof rack. We made some other mods to it. There was a big gap here. We've made a plate here that goes in there that made it a bit neater. We've cut the end off the tail here. So we're working with Allmakes. We like Allmakes to get the ladder. Let us know what you think of the ladder. We also have our own ladder coming, which is going to mount on the spare wheel mount. You take the wheel off, turn it round, and it's going to mount on there. We'll look at the Mini in a minute. The Mini's another story. We have also launched these are terra firma, so from Allmakes. These are their fuel cans. We're also going to do a rotor packs mount. So we've done a mount kit that is a no drill mount onto our molly plates. So we've done it for the terra firma cans, and we're going to do it also for the rotor packs cans. How am I doing on my list, Kate?
Not too bad. Clear sight upgrade?
Clear sight, yes. So I've ordered the bits to do the clear sight upgrade, and I've worked out the cable, and I'm getting specially custom made cables. So look out for a Powerful UK video on how to upgrade. So this is where your rear view mirror is no longer a mirror but a screen, and we are going to add to the Stig the camera in the rear antenna, because by the time you can't see a lot, especially if you're camping and you've got stuff out the back. And there was a lot of people, a period of time when we had component shortages, that their cars didn't ship with that option they wanted. So, and there are also some second-hand parts available now. We call them green parts, don't we, Kate? That sounds better, green parts. So we're starting to play with that. So we should have a kit ready for that. Is that all good?
Cargo net?
Cargo net, yes. Right, so we have got a new cargo net coming. That's going to go in the back here to stop stuff going through. And we've got some new mounts here. Oh gosh, here, shall I reposition the light? There you go. So we've got some new mounts that are much tidier than our old mounts. And I think they're much tidier than Land Rover mounts that are going to go either side and hang that. But we're in the middle of that at the moment. Poor old Stig, he's ripped apart continually. Right, let's have a quick look at the Mini. Then we've got to go and look at the Discovery 4. We've got some treat, a small, and that. Right, so the Mini, so George's Mini. So George bought this crash damaged Mini, and we've been working repairing it, but we've cut the rust out. But as we cut the rust out, we've now got to put a new panel in here. We've got to cut this out, and then we've got to put the wing and the front end, and we've got all the engine out. But it's all sort of clean. We've rebuilt all the suspension. We're just waiting for George to get back from university because, believe it or not, Dad's not going to do all the work for you, George. So, right, let's go and look at the Disco 3/4. On our way, wheels. We have got a lot of wheels coming. So we have got some wheels here, look. So we have got, I can't remember what they all fit, Kate.
I can't remember.
So that we got some 20s, some 22s. I think most of these are for the Freelander 2 Evoque Velar type, the smaller stub pattern. So we've got all these wheels coming, and we've got a lot more wheels coming. So we'll get the wheels on the website. The Disco 3, we haven't forgotten you Discovery boys, and we're quite excited about the Discovery 6. Word on the street is it's going to be much more Disco 4 bus, even a bit more like VW Campery. It's going to be a bigger, more spacious bus of a vehicle, which is quite exciting. But what have we designed? Zach has been busy, so he has designed some door handle checker plate balls. So you can't get it all the way in. So we've designed this. It goes in there like so. So let me show you some of the clever things. We've designed this super neat interlocking system so that when they lock together, obviously it's held on with tape, but it almost creates an invisible joint. And Zach came out with this clever idea. The checker plate pattern is normally raised in profile, but this, if you look closely, is actually recessed so that it doesn't sort of grate on your delicate hands as you're going to Waitrose to do your shopping in your shopping mall car. So there we go. Let us know what you think about those. We'll have to send a set to Vera and Christian, won't we, if they want some for their shopping mall car. Look. Right, so there you go. That's that. Right, what other exciting things have we got? I'm going to wrap this up now. Let's go and look at the 3D printers and talk about 3D printing and scanning. Well, this is one of our small manufacturing area where we produce some of the parts. We call it the lab. So this is the machine that we cut the vinyl graphics, up the bonnet graphics and the side graphics, the vinyl graphics. That's what we cut on there. This is our laser cutting machine. We cut everything from packing, templates and some small parts we cut on this. We can only cut cardboard and plastic on this. We can't do any metal cutting. It's only a CO2 laser. And then if you come around the other side here, show you our, so these are our 3D printers. Now we used to have the Ultimaker S5s, but we've moved over now to these bamboos. And the speed they rattle along at is insane. I mean, they just, you look at how quickly they oscillate and move around. So these are about 4 times quicker than our Ultimakers we had. And we had 6 Ultimakers in the end, but we've replaced those with 4 of these. So we've got more capacity. This is almost equivalent to 20 Ultimakers, these now. So they produce all the 3D printed parts there. They're all going, we try and keep them going as much as we can. And then we've got a little system where all the different, you can see how many different little fit-ins for the molly plates and stuff. And so we put all those in there and then take them out into the warehouse. We've got a new toy coming this week. We've got a new Einscan scanner, and we'll be demoing that next week. When we go and see the new Maxus truck, they want us to do some scanning for them on that. So we're going to go and do some scanning videos, and we also then get our hands on the Maxus and hopefully have a look round it, under it. Let's look at the air suspension and stuff. So look out for that. But have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Another new thing. I forgot to say, everyone's gone home. I'm just tidying up. Look. Door protectors. Just so that when you open the doors, if it catches on something, quite old school really, quite 1980s. But we got like a checker plate finish. I'm just working on because look, I'm having a nightmare. Look. I got a screw. I'm screwed, look. I've got a screw in my tyre. So I'll be taking this for a drive this weekend. So it's all ready. So I just have to swap the wheels over. But there you go. I just forgot that one. And we're going to test out because we've had a coil pack go. So we're going to take it on a bit of a drive and just check there's no other problems with it. Everyone's complaining I haven't done enough driving in it. So I'm going to take this for a bit of a 3-hour drive this weekend.